Gentlemen, welcome to the Sea Lord Naval Academy mini-session. Today, we're going over a couple of ridiculous, silly, and stupid strategies and testing their viability in-game. Do keep in mind that the primary goal of this mini-session is fun, a concept that is more foreign to the player base than balance is to wargaming. With that in mind, let us begin. First up is Louisiana. Louisiana is the Tier 10 American hybrid battleship. Very similar to a Prius, this battleship is hated by most of the community because it taints the purity of the battleship with the heresy of the carrier. As you might notice, Louisiana is equipped with a flight deck, but don't worry, we aren't touching that. Not yet. What we are going to be testing out is a build that some of you shouted at me upon Louisiana's release, a secondary build. You see, Louisiana has quite the number of secondary guns, 20 to be exact. 18 of these guns are arranged in such a way that they can all fire at the same time, so you can see where this is going. We build into the secondary skills by slapping my Massachusetts commander onto Louisiana.
I'm sorry, you're fired, get out of here!
Then equip her with all of the secondary modules. I took Louisiana into a training room to test her out, and the results were good. We then proceed with the field test, taking Louisiana into random battles. Now, unlike the bots in the training room that I lobotomized in order to prevent them from moving, the players tend to move. Typically, out of the Louisiana's 11-kilometer secondary range. Throughout the hours of trying this out in randoms, exactly 2 ships came close enough for the secondaries to fire. Since it takes 45 seconds for the secondaries to build up their accuracy, and these players don't want to stay in range for that period of time, the field test was a failure. However, there is a mode where enemy ships get very close and stay well within secondary range. Asymmetric battles, and oh boy. With the Louisiana secondaries now having the opportunity to reach their full potential, we could really see the damage that they are capable of putting. They suck. Even though there is quite a number of secondary guns, the American 127s can only pin 21mm of armor, which is typically just DDs, some light cruisers, and battleship superstructure. So while this looks awesome and has a high giggle value when you can actually get within secondary range, it isn't that effective. Plus, the accuracy of the main battery guns suffer from removing their modules, so I give this build the rating of silly. Up next, we have the Stalingrad. Stalingrad is one of the original large cruisers and used to be the poster child of Russian bias in game. However, as time has gone on, game updates have not been kind to her and she has lost a bit of her edge. We're going to fix that. The main advantage Stalingrad still has is her main battery guns. She is equipped with 9 Soviet-biased 305mm guns. These guns easily hit like 16 or 17-inch guns, letting the Stalingrad Citadel pretty much anything that shows her broadside at almost any range. However, she does have a 21-second reload time on these guns. Our objective with this build is to get that reload down as much as possible, which leaves us with one build option: Lighthouse Stalingrad. We take every commander skill that will increase our damage output no matter the cost to detection. We then build into Stalingrad's maneuverability because we fellas are going to just dodge. We then take Stalingrad into randoms and, oh boy, the results were instantaneous, comrade. I give this build a rating of Putin approved. That's all the time we have for today, class. If you enjoy this mini session, pay your tuition by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Our next class is scheduled for soon. See you all then.